All right, really, again, just proud of our team for how they competed last week. It was just a phenomenal effort from our guys. Tremendous perseverance and leadership and will to win. It was just awesome to be a part of it, and really, I think, one of those moments that you probably look back in your season when it's all said and done, and as a coach, it's really neat because there's just certain times where you go, you know what, boy, you almost can just, it's like your kids on the growth chart, I used to always have a little growth chart hanging in Clay's room, and we'd take everybody in there and you mark it, and then you'd mark it, and it was just like, sometimes you don't really see the growth as quick because you're so close to it, but that was one of those moments where I'm like, man, we really grew as a team. And so just special to be a part of it, and love where they were last night, coming back in here and getting focused on another division challenge, going back on the road, be our third road game in this first half of the season. And we got an open date next week, so man, just got to do everything that we possibly can do. First of all, to get better, to improve, but to just try to play our best game and create great confidence and momentum going into the halftime of our season. And because I know that the guys will be excited about that little break, but also opportunity for us to really formulate all the things that we need to do to give ourselves a great chance for the second half. So this week is really critical in a lot of ways on getting our team better. Another big challenge. Wake Forest, Dave's done a great job. They're 3-2. They got 2 tough losses. They lost a 1-score game to a really good BC team, and then they lost to Notre Dame, who a lot of people think may be one of the best teams in the country, top 3 or 4 or 5 teams. So that's who they lost to, and they put 27 points up on on Notre Dame, excuse me. So they're 3-2, and for them, they've got 1 division loss. So obviously they don't want another one. This will be we get everybody's best effort. That just kind of comes with the territory. But they're a problem offensively. They're doing some great stuff, scoring 38 points a game. I think they're second in the conference in total offense. They run the ball. They're rushing for 244 yards a game, and they play. Syracuse. Well, I told y'all there's up-tempo, then they were lightning. I'm not really sure how to describe Wake Forest. I don't even really know how they get their plays called, to be honest with you. They're so fast. It is so fast, and it's all built off the run game and the RPOs and the screens, and then this little quarterback they got is a baller. He really is. He's going to be a problem for a while. He's a young player, but he is a tough competitor. Has a really good feel for what they're asking him to do, and they're very unique. It's almost like you're playing Georgia Tech again, but with a different style of play. They're very, very unique as far as how they run the action game. And you'll see that if you watch the tape or you watch the game. It's very slow developing. It's a lot of times this quarterback's all the way almost into the line of scrimmage, and then he pulls the ball, and it's a pop pass. They got
I think we both threw scissors, and then I think I went rock and he went paper and beat me. So I was pretty upset about that.
Did you ever think about how crazy the quarterback situation's got? You went from January from having a room packed with 4- and 5-star guys to now you're third on the depth chart. Chase is in there, having only thrown 8 career passes. Did you ever think about how quickly that all changed?
Their plays do to create those problems. So it's a big challenge. They're getting that number 7 back this week at wideout. Number 3 is a really good football player. He leads the ACC. I think he's like 111 yards a game. He's averaging about 9 catches a game. That's Tim Bray. What's up, Tim? Holy cow! I just saw you. But anyway. Didn't expect to see you. Good to have you back, man.
Good to be here.
All right. Maybe we can get some normalcy around here now. Yeah, you're back around. But anyway, I think his name's Gorsuch or something like that. Dortch. Yeah, Dortch. That number 3, though, he's a baller. Quick, and like I said, leads this league. He's got a ton of catches. I think he leads them in touchdowns. He also leads the league in punt return. He's right at 17 yards of return. They've got 3 punt returns for touchdowns. I think they blocked 1 as well. So this is a really good player, and they have found some ways to score. So offensively, they're a big challenge. And you look at the statistics show that. I mean, they're up there near the top and everything, but schematically and handling the tempo and getting lined up and some of their unique formations, especially when they line up into the boundary, it creates some problems. It's something we really didn't do a good job of last week as far as lining up to some of the stuff where, our guys didn't recognize a couple of the formations. So, and then defensively, that Zeke Rodney from up there at South Point, he's not very tall, but, man, he plays big. He is a high-motor, high-intensity football player. They've got some unknowns. I mean, it seems like every other week here we're getting into a situation where there's just some unknowns, not quite to the extent of Texas A&M, but, so they made a change at D coordinator just a couple weeks ago. We really only got 1 game. So who knows what we're going to see, and we've got to be prepared for what we've seen them do and what they've prepared to do, but also kind of anticipate a little bit on what they may do with somebody new calling it. But last week we didn't really get a lot. They kind of outmanned Rice, so still be some unknowns for us going into this game, and we'll have to make good adjustments and really get a feel early on exactly how they want to play us, what their identity is going to be. But they're a good football team. And again, Dave has done a tremendous job. Gotten better and better each year, we're excited about the challenge.
Coach, Trevor did pretty much everything you normally do at practice last night.
He did.
I think I saw him slide first for the first time on Saturday for that first down, but then, of course, later he kind of reverted back. He's kind of out of control. Yeah. Is that something that you've talked to him a lot about, sliding feet first, and will you coach him to do that going forward, especially given your situation at quarterback?
Absolutely. We run our quarterbacks. That's what we do. So our quarterbacks have to be a part of it. But, yeah, you got to be smart. We coach him to be smart, and he's a young player, and that wasn't very smart. He was out of control, and just I love his effort, but there's a time for that, and then there's a time to let's live for another play. And so he just got to, because he can run. Trevor can move. He can navigate the pocket very well, and I think as we continue to watch him grow, that's one of his best attributes. Is his ability. I mean, the one that he scrambled on, that was a scramble. They went 2-man on us on first down, and he recognized it. He let the pass lane set. He knows that they got nobody for him, and he made a nice little 8-yard gain. Got down. It's now 2nd and 2, and that's what good quarterbacks do. You got great recognition that way, and he's got the ability to make you pay if you give him some of those advantageous opportunities to run. And then he can extend plays, but that was a breakdown in the play. He's expecting protection, and we didn't set the edge the way we needed to, and it gets it just was a bad decision on his part. So yeah, he'll learn from it moving forward.
Was it more of a concussion issue or a neck issue after you've had a chance to evaluate?
They felt more of a neck issue. It was kind of he got crap knocked out of him, and so I mean it was head and neck, and like I said, when he had some pain, and they have a whole protocol of all that stuff, and I mean it's you get put in concussion protocol, for anything that creates a symptom. It's just not something that you mess with, and so I mean like I said, told you all the day, he wanted to come back and play the second half, but. It was just don't know. So they did not feel comfortable, especially with what the pain he was having in his neck. And but he really responded well after the game, and they put him in the protocol, and they have all there's a metrics or what, I have no idea what they do, but he was really good Sunday, and then same thing yesterday. Came in and worked out Monday morning. and looked good last night.
What was your assessment of how he played before that?
Played well. He played well. He was 60-something% completion. I don't remember exactly, but I want to say he was, I don't know, what was he, maybe 10 or 15 or something like that, or maybe a few more attempts than that, but 12 or 17 or something like that. But he had a good game. He missed a couple throws that he would have liked to have had back. I think he was just a little amped up, but he did a nice job. We had the one screw up on the exchange, which was costly, but I think he got good experience and kind of got that first start out of the way too, and all the stuff with that. I think he's in a good spot, and Bryce as well. So it worked out well in the end.
Dabo Dortch lines up in the slot, which is going to put a lot of stress on the safeties and the linebackers, and Isaiah Simmons specifically in this game. You guys got a plan for this guy?
Yeah, we got a plan. We got to execute the plan, but we definitely got a plan, no doubt. But he is a really good player, and especially again, if there's a lot of times that the ball's getting thrown and the quarterback is 1.5 yards, 2 yards behind the center. So, and it puts pressure because they're well designed and well schemed, and he'll buy time, and boom, he'll slip you. Because what they're trying to do is create clean throwing lanes for that quarterback, and but he's a problem. He's a handful. He's a very good player, and they'll move him around. They'll move him around and do different things with him, and they're going to make sure